Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sportsbet TV on what is hopefully going to be a really glorious weekend across Britain and Ireland. If you are finding this channel for the first time on YouTube, then please press the subscribe button just below the screen, and then you'll be able to get all my free tips and consider them each and every week. We had two selections for you last week over at Epsom on Derby Day. Bubbles Wonky didn't run at all well. He was disappointing. Didn't appear to act on the track, which was a surprise, having run well at Catterick the time before. So he was well beaten in the opener. But Apollo won, really heavily backed after I tipped him from 13-2 down to 7-2. Again, ran another rock-solid, brave race, but eventually had to settle for third. But he'd landed the each-way money, and I hope some of you were on at the early recommended odds of 13-2. Actually, we had much better luck, as it turned out, at Out in Front, my subscription channel, where we had a profitable Epsom fixture. Of course, we have more darts to throw there. And Ezalea won the Oaks for us on Friday at a nice price. And then on Saturday, Relentless Voyager won at 9-1. So things went along very nicely. So if you're interested in getting my tips for this Saturday, I've got 3 for you on Saturday, and there'll be others on Sunday. And of course, we're building up now ahead to Royal Ascot, where it's going to be really, really exciting with lots of investments across the 5 days. Press the link in the description box just below this screen, and you can sign up and join us. There's no tie-in. I'm perfectly confident about my record, and so I don't keep people tied in if they don't want to be. So £25 a month, and you'll get lots of tips each and every weekend, all the big meetings, and very often through the week as well. Well, to be honest, this Saturday is one of the weakest Saturdays of the whole summer. It's kind of after the Lord Mayor's show with the Epsom meeting last weekend, and only a week and a half now to Royal Ascot, so a lot of the good horses are being kept back. I've got those 3 selections over and Out in Front, but I do have one I've saved for you at Sportsbet, and that is going to take place at Beverley in the 3:15, a good card at Beverley where they've got some excellent 2-year-old races. And the Bet365 handicap is off at 3:15. They've changed the going recently. It's now good to firm, good in places, so it's getting faster with the sun drying and a bit of a breeze. 16 runners. There aren't many well-contested handicaps to go at actually this weekend, but this 7.5 event on the Westwood at Beverley, it sort of bucks the trend. Yes, it's only a Class 4 event, but there are some interesting handicappers doing battle, and all the firms have been making John and Sean Quinn's Tropade Power the early favourite. This one at around the 9-2 shot, on the back of a pleasing win at Southern in April, which was followed by a close 5th at York a couple of weeks ago at the May fixture. And a similar effort would take him close, although it's a very different type of track. Harriet Bethels on the River has won twice here and also twice at Pontefract, which seems to tell you that this horse likes a stiff uphill finish. Won nicely at Ponty in April, and then was second back there soon after, but ran a poor race at Nottingham last time, and returns here now, hopefully refreshed after a 4-week break. If he is back on song, then he won't be without a chance on the River. Now, good old Spitty Mick, he's still firing in the winners, isn't he? 92, or is he 93 now? I can't remember. He'll be buying an ice cream in this weather, I suspect. Eligible is his recommendation. Only beaten half a length behind Tropade Power at York last time, and 7th. And arguably the better value of the pair, because it was denied a run on a number of occasions on the Naves Mire at a crucial stage. And it's been dropped £2 too, so it rates, in my book anyway, Eligible rates a serious contender if he gets the gaps this time. While another one denied a clear run last time out is the Richard Spencer train, Waiting All Night, a hold-up horse. So when he finds the gaps, it's all okay, but he didn't find them at Newcastle when he was last seen back in April. He's had 7 weeks off since then, so he'll be fresh and raring to go, one assumes. Julie Camacho's runners always feared these days, and her Sapphire was another not to get the best of trips on her reappearance at Newcastle 5 weeks ago. That said, she was beaten little more than 3 lengths. A winner at Haydock last term she was, placed twice more from just 3 other starts. She's still relatively unexposed. Unlike most of these handicappers, she hasn't had much racing. So if there is a positive market move for her, And at the moment, at the time of this recording, she's available at around 8-1. Then that should be taken into account. But I'll take you on now to my selection. And this is a horse who, since I made my notes and sent them through to the studio in London, there's been plenty of money around for this horse, and I think I know why. The horse is called Billy B. He's trained by Craig Lidster and is the Mount of St. James. And it's the choice there, this one for me, on what will be just his second start for the new yard, having previously been trained by Anne Duffield, for whom he won 3 times, including off a mark of high of 85. Now, although he ran okay when out of the frame on his first 2 outings last season, Billy B lost his way last season. His form deteriorated. The whole campaign was pretty much a write-off, although it did result in him being dropped £11 from 88 to a mark of 77. Now, he joined up-and-coming trainer Craig Lidster's Easingwold yard in North Yorkshire just a few weeks ago, and he made his seasonal reappearance after a long absence at York in a decent 7-furlong handicap. He looked much more like his old self. He finished 5th of 18. He was beaten little more than 3 lengths, and that was his first run for 9 months. So he really worked these connections, I think. Now, that run, I believe, should have put him spot on for this race at Beverley on Saturday. And he's got a decent draw in store for. And he's been dropped a further pound to just 76, which is £9 below his last winning mark. And because of that, I really fancy Billy B to go well in an open contest. Now, when I made my notes early this afternoon, there was 10-1 early, that had gone. But 9-1 was available with most firms for 5 places. But at the time of this recording, that has gone with every firm except Star Sports. But I think they just haven't really updated their offers. And the fact is that there's been a big gamble, and I think the reason for this gamble is because the stable had a horse absolutely dot up in a handicap at Thirsk earlier this Friday afternoon, one with its head in its chest, well backed. And I think that has probably put people onto this Billy B. But he is still available at 6-1. It's not as big a price as I hoped it would be. It's always possible that by the time the race comes around, the market will have adjusted and other horses will be being backed and he might drift. But clearly there's a good word around for Billy B, and I'm hoping that he does the business for us. So he's my selection at Sportsbet for Saturday. There's 3 more waiting for you at Out in Front if you're interested in signing up. And if not, well, I'll just see you same time next week. Looking forward to your company with more free selections here at Sportsbet. Bye-bye for now. Enjoy the good weather.